Have you guys ever had those moments where you had like this big ego, or you're just super humble, and those things could be good and also just bad. It could turn to a very healthy thing, and it's great for you guys. But sometimes it could just be the opposite and be super unhealthy. Think about it. If you had like those moments where you're very egotistic or very humble. I don't know if egotistic. I don't know if egotistic is a word, but yeah. For me, on my story, when I was when I was very egotistic, when I had this big ego, basically, that was like basically for me as a little kid growing up and school. I'm pretty sure it's only for school since it has like real competition, because of gym. Every time we had these games, like games that I really like, and it could be anything really. It was mostly because it just run around and do this, and sometimes it was just fun the games, and I become super competitive, like very competitive. I remember this one time where there's like little flags where you just put on your pocket as a little kid, and then the first one to grab like the scarf out of the other person's pocket, like you just go like this, and they're out. Like they're gonna go back to their line row, and then another one gets in, then you tuck it in. Like I remember just being so competitive, and I was just the like first person, like not first person. I was like just the best kid like at it, and no one on my team even played. Like I felt bad. Like that's how competitive and unfair I was. I do not know why little me was just super competitive driven and just going out of its way, just like destroying people. Like I'm just like I can't believe old me had this ego, like this like drive. Like holy crap, it's really big. I remember to this day, and I still feel bad for the people who didn't get to play. I'm pretty sure. No, I'm pretty sure what Little Me did was just like take him. Like I'm pretty sure he just did it in style as well, which is kind of funny. I remember just like as a little kid, I was like, oh yeah, for my teammates, I need to play as well. So I just like in style, just like, just took off my own, and then I just gave it to my teammate. I'm pretty sure that's where, because I kind of realized as a kid, like oh, I forgot my teammates, and then it just took long for me to realize when I was a kid. And the ego that I had, I don't know if it was healthy or not. I think it was unhealthy at first. Like I was sensitive and I was this and you know that as well, the bad sides of ego. But gradually over time, I realized like, oh, I know what to do and just make it more healthy and improve little by little. It did. The ego went pretty nice, pretty solid, pretty good. But then the year 2020 just I don't want to speak about it. It's not because of the pandemic. No, not at all because of that. It's because of just I don't really want to speak about it, but that's where I just became very humble. Like just to the max, ego, anything that it turned into humbleness now. Very humble, and it's like the type of humble where you just let everything go at you. Like someone trash talks you, you don't stand up. For me, I did that. Like I just don't stand up for myself. I'm like okay, then I just blame it on myself. Destroy myself more and more and more, and just very unhealthy. And growing like I did grew a little, but like now since I'm sort of still humble in a way, hopefully I'm doing a good job. Because I don't want to go out of control. I want to stay calm. I don't want to get anyone like triggered if I ever do, and I do apologize if I do end up making some bad stuff, and I want you guys to correct me and spot some stuff that you don't like so I could improve and keep this calmness and a good you know thing for me to learn and reflect if I do have like a mistake. I'm not trying to be perfect. No, I'm just trying to learn from you guys so I could be a better creator for you guys. So I could make more better content for you and to know what you guys want. For me, right? When I was humble, I started off like the very unhealthy way of being humble. And then I slowly grew and grew and grew to a point where I'm like, okay, I'm humble, but if people like, tell me this or that, I'm gonna let it go, but I'm gonna remember it, and I'm not gonna like just throw tantrum or anything because I'm pretty sure I threw sometimes a tantrum. It was right. So when I was humble, I just like the humble. I was just very like I let people do this and that, but then it kind of built up and I kind of lashed out. Like not like in a fighting way. I think there were some instances where I was about it, but I was like, no, it's not worth it. But I just kind of turned that into okay. Now I hate myself. Okay, I think that's where I built off. But now back to the humble where I was starting to improve a little. I started to kind of acknowledge like with the hate, and I'm kind of like, what if I take what they're saying and trying to find what's bad about me, and then I just improve myself of that, and then it kind of worked. And then I kind of take it less more seriously every time someone tries to say some bad stuff because of joke purposes or anything. I didn't like take it too seriously. I just went on my day and like okay, and see if there was really anything I did bad. Because if I did anything bad, then that's the reason why they're like that. There's got to be a reason why they're talking bad about you and stuff. If you don't realize it, then you're not gonna realize why you're being hated. In a way. And I kind of just been like, okay, now I could improve myself a bit by bit, and then I am now here, and I kind of learned more and more and more. It was great. Hopefully, you guys are in track and you don't get confused. Because if you do, I apologize. I'm not the best, but I'm improving at least a little. But during this day, today actually, I think I kind of got a bit of my old ego when I was a kid, a little bit back. I think it just revealed itself a bit because I was just training for wrestling, right? We had to like run, endurance and stuff. I was running, and then I don't know why if I had like a little push in me, but I decided to push harder and harder, where I actually outran my teammates. And I'm not, and when I did that, I'm not like, oh look, I'm better than you. I was not like that. I was just like continuing like, okay, I'm doing good for myself, right? And then when I ran back, and then I ran again forward to where I was supposed to go for the meter and stuff, right? I kind of had the urge to actually say very positive stuff. Like I shouted, "Let's go!" and just like these nice words where it's like encouragement for the team to continue and go on as a whole awesome team to continue on, the workout and stuff. And I was like, in that moment, I was like, "Whoa! Did I just really yelled out like very good encouragements? Like that's rare. Like I haven't done that in a long time." It was just it was a nice feeling. Like my heart kind of glowed a bit from that. Like I kind of miss it. Like I miss being very supportive. Like in that way, yeah, I'm still supportive, but I kind of like don't want to like just yell out like oh this and that. I don't want to yell out the nice stuff because it could either go mixed because I'm kind of scared of like what they'll think. Like I'm not sure if they're gonna be like, hey, I don't need your this or anything bad. I don't want to try to cause anything that it will use conflict. But for some reason, during that day, I decided, you know what? Why not just say the positive stuff? I just thought that nothing's gonna happen because it's positive words. It should be positive. Common sense. And I'm pretty sure it kind of worked. My teammates did just, went forward, continued actually, but I'm pretty sure there was no response, but they did hear me, I'm pretty sure. And I was glad, and I'm beating myself more and kind of regaining the old ego that I used to have. Not like the super high one like when I was a kid, but just that nice ego. And hopefully I kind of take that ego, kind of apply it to myself, but not like the unhealthy way. I'm not gonna try to do the unhealthy way. I'm still gonna try to make a balance between ego and humbleness for me, and I will use it for the good. And if there's any mistakes or respond anything that's bad, please let me know so I could look into it and just teach myself the right ways and see what I did wrong. And you guys can help me out on that and become a better creator and just do amazing stuff for the community for you guys as well. Because I really want to be the best for you guys. Not the perfect YouTuber or anything. Just the best for you. You guys that are watching this, you guys that are subscribed, the people who are in the Discord that I have, you could try to tell me stuff if you spot anything that you didn't like, and I could improve myself off of that, and I could know next time not to do what I did it last time or something. Because I genuinely want to become a better person, and I want to learn from other people as well, and also from myself. I kind of learned from myself a bit from today, and that was great. But also from you guys as well, and I could do the same. I could help you guys out if you need anything for me to help you out on. I will gladly help with my heart. I will. I really will. I just used ego when I was a kid, pretty badly at start, but then it kind of went healthy. It was great. it was I learned from it a thing or two. Hopefully, I don't forget all of it. I'm pretty sure I kind of did forget some crucial parts that I can explain. And for the humbleness, I did learn a lot, especially now and then. It's just a big awakening since the ego that had the old me, the younger me who had the ego, kind of struck out again and was like, "Hey, you know I exist." Like, surprising. It just kind of made me decide to make this video because I was like, "Whoa, did I really have my old ego when I was a little kid back?" And lastly, do you guys have any similar stories or experiences? You could reflect that on yourself and learn from that, or you could simply, as well, if you want to, it's your choice to write it down in the comments if you have any ego stories or humbleness or how you handled this and that as well. You could just say that and I will listen to it. Other people can also see it and you could probably make the day as well. All of us together can just make a better society in a way, or a community. And it makes me smile, and hopefully it makes everyone smile because I truly care for y'all. Really do. So see you all tomorrow. Stay safe, you matter, and stay mighty. I love y'all. See you tomorrow. Goodbye.